There's an ocean theme basically that runs through the whole album, and the whole theme of discovery. I've always liked the metaphor of it relating to like endless ocean. We just thought it would be a really fun way to, instead of just doing a fade out and like turning the volume down, we could like submerge the whole sound of it like underwater, as if you'd like dived into this ocean of discovering the knowledge of God.
Discovery is the 6th studio album of the indie worship band Rivers and Robots, and we're going to take a look at the last song of the album, Forevermore. There are 3 main guitars used in this song. The main guitar you hear is a Guild T50 Slim, ran through a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe amp. This distinct sound on the Guild helps to set the tone of the song, creating an indie vibe to the track. The electric guitar is accompanied with a Martin Dreadnought acoustic running underneath, which adds the bright texture and helps establish the rhythm to the first and the second verse. Towards the end of the song, a Les Paul is ran through a Palisade overdrive pedal, helping to bring the energy, driving the song forward when the full band comes in. As we enter into the second verse, we are introduced to live strings. This track includes 1 cello, 2 violins, and a viola recorded in a 19th century church and tracked up multiple times, creating an orchestral cinematic sound.
We believe that you can use your instruments to worship God as well, and so we want a bit of that spontaneity at the time of recording. And Epiphany are just amazing at that. They're amazing because they've got the knowledge and all the Italian terms, and they can write all the notes, but they're also able to be free and spontaneous.
Next are the synth and organs. In verse 2, we're introduced to a subtle layer of synth played by a Juno synth. A subtle layer of organs is also added to create the texture and interest in the track. The drums they used a 70s custom Ludwig kit with a Black Beauty snare and a vintage Slingerland 26-inch kick drum for a huge organic sound. The drums were recorded in an old chapel, which helps to create the spacious, expansive, natural sound that complements the overall style of the song. As we reach the climax, we're introduced to the bass. The bass is played with the Fender Jazz bass, running through a Noble bass preamp to create a clean, direct-in sound while retaining the tone of an analog tube amp. The bass line is kept purposely simple to support the rhythm of the guitar and allow the space for the string section to establish the melody line. As the instrumental section progresses, bass switches to quarter notes to help build the momentum and drive the section forward. And lastly, the vocals.
And one day we'll see you face to face. With angels and saints we'll sing your praise.
The song Forevermore, it's written in 2 halves. The first half consists of 3 verses, and then the second half is kind of an instrumental response. Right from creation through his death and resurrection, ascension and return, there's just this whole like grand master plan, and so this song basically tries to summarize all of that in those 3 verses.
At the end of the song comes this unique moment. By filtering out the high frequency of the song and layering up the samples of water effects, the band is able to create this feeling of diving into the ocean, hearing the song play out from beneath the surface. After resurfacing, we hear a new sound. This section features a sample from the demo track, which was originally written as the album's intended intro. As the song closes out, we're left with just the sound of the ocean, echoing back the start of the first song, Dreams, and the ocean theme that plays throughout the whole album.